Okay, am I recording now? Okay, so let's talk about sugar. Okay, it's a big topic. It's killing us, and yet a lot of people really don't know yung process in regards to sugar and what it does to the body. Okay, the basic things lang. Actually, it's so simple. Okay, uh, na-alert ako kasi somebody that commented to me na Miko don't eat fruits because it also has sugar on it. Okay, so let's discuss it. Sugar, okay, sugar per se is not as bad as most 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 people. No, not people, but a lot in the scientific community world are banning sugar now. It's bad. Why? Because we are overexposed to it. Okay. Um, a little bit of sugar will not kill you. Okay. Now, if you have the proper exercise, if you have the proper health diets, if you're still young, then you can eat sugar. Okay? Hindi bawal yan. Okay? Uh, not, of course, you have to do it in moderation because it's gonna kill you. Pag sobra-sobra. Anything really in extreme will kill you. Okay, now, let's talk about sugar first. Sugar is composed of what? Sugar is composed of glucose and fructose. Dalawa yun. I will not give you the scientific formula or I will not give you the chain, the chain of the carbon and the ganito para hindi kayo maguluhan. Dalawa lang yan. Sugar is composed of glucose and fructose. Okay. Is it naturally occurring? Sugar. Okay. Yes. Sugar, kinuha yan sa sugar cane. Okay? Kinatas yung sugar cane, pinatuyo. Dry up, sinala, hinugasan. Okay? It's supposed to be like dirty brown, like the molasses. Yun yung result ng sugar cane extraction. Yung molasses, maitim yun. Maitim yun, yet sweet. Okay. Then sinala, what do you call this? Pinaputi. Ano ba? What's the term for pinaputi? Ano ba yun? Wala. Basta pinaputi. Parang kinula na ito yung kinula ba? The bleach yun. Bleach yun. So there's like bleach as well involved para pumuti. Like your salt. Minsan, pinaparifine yan. So the more processed ang pagkain, the more deadlier they are. So you need to get food in their natural form, hindi processed. Okay? So let's go back to sugar. Now, glucose is consumed by the body. Immediately, it goes to the stomach, processed by the enzymes, then it goes to the liver. Okay? It is processed by the liver and then hinahatid yan yung glucose, inatid yan sa mga cells nyo. Kumbaga, yan yung pinapakain. Ang naghahatid niyan is the insulin. Kumbaga, let's say nga, ito yung insulin. Ito yung glucose. So, yung glucose papasok sa liver, then yung liver, sinyala si pancreas, hoy pancreas, kailangan ko na insulin. Kailangan ihatid na to. Nagpapakainin natin yung mga cells ng katawan ni Miko. You get it? Okay. In order at tagahatid ng ng glucose is the insulin. Okay? So si insulin, kasi ang trabaho ni insulin, hindi siya actually tagahatid. Ang trabaho ni insulin, pababain yung sugar level sa blood. Okay. So, para niya pababain yun, hinahatid ni insulin ngayon, ito, si glucose, doon sa cell. Palagay na, ito yung cell. No? Hinatid niya ngayon dito. No? So, yun. Hinatid niya ngayon yung glucose sa cell. Then sa cell, ito yung pinapakain niya ngayon kay mitochondria. Si mitochondria ngayon nandun sa loob, no? Maraming mitochondria in a cell, hindi lang isa. Okay. Now, the mitochondria converts this glucose into energy. Point, kinakain niya po. Then, naglalabas siya ng energy which is called ATP. Huwag niyo na tandaan yung scientific name, magugulan kayo. Basta ATP. ATP is the energy produced by the cells. That's why nakakagalaw ako, nakakaisip ako, nagagawa ko lahat to. Without the energy, wala na. Ganun lang ako. Okay? So that's the energy in the body. Okay. Now, sabihin niyo, okay, the glucose goes directly to the hinahatid yan. Okay. Now, yung fructose, okay, ang fructose, kinukonsume din ng body yan. Pero, it is being synthesized by the liver. Hindi siya pwede i-process in the stomach or no? It can be converted. It has to be processed by the liver. Lang. The glucose can actually, actually the liver can produce its own glucose. Our body can produce its own glucose, but not fructose. Okay. Tandaan nyo Okay. Kahit hindi ka kumain ng matamis o ng asukal o ng glucose, yung body mo will synthesize various amino acid in the body to make glucose. So wag kayong magpapanik pag hindi kayo nakakakain ng matamis or whatever because the body will produce its own glucose. Okay? So una kukunin niya yung mga fats for energy. Okay. Yung keto, tinatawag lang, ketosis. When you're in the state of ketosis, okay, yung body nyo ngayon, ibig sabihin, wala na gagaling na energy kay liver. Wala nang glucose sa pumapasok sa katawan. So, matalino si body, sabi niya, okay, wala na pala o sige, gamitin natin yung reserve sugar natin, reserve glucose. Saan niya kukunin yon? Sa mga muscles muna, hindi fats. Akala nyo, fats, no? No. The muscles, doon niya kukunin yung unang glucose. The muscles has the fats as well. Okay. So yung muscle fats ang una niyang kukunan. Not the tummy, not the face. Fats, not the fats dito. Ang una niya kukunin, muscle dito. Okay? So pag nagugutom ka, nakita niyo yung mga nagmamarathon, di ba? Warak na yung muscle. Yung payat-payat. Yung parang wala na formation ng muscle. Paano? Kinakain na nga. Because nagmamarathon. Yung parang ubos na ubos, depleted na yung glucose, wala na makuha yung katawan. Una niya kakainin talaga muscles. Okay. So, ketosis is the point wherein ginagamit na ng katawan mo yung sarili mong fats reserve. Okay? So, when that time comes, doon yung sinasabi nilang nawawalan ka na nalilipasan ka na ng gutom. Meaning to say, hindi masama ang nalipasan ng gutom. Another wrong notion. Pag nalipasan ka ng gutom, that is okay. Kasi yung body mo nag-ketosis level. Umakyat sa ketosis wherein by this time, wala na, sabi ng body, wala na akong pakialam kung wala kang kainin kasi ginagamit ko na ngayon yung fats na in-store ko sa inyo. Okay? So, yun yung ketosis level. Wherein kakainin niya yung mga fats. A person, lalo na pag mataba, can live up to 60 days without food. Yung matataba, yung maraming reserve. Now, just water alone. You cannot live without water. I think 3 days. I forgot. Google na lang yun. Okay, so let's go back, no? So yun yung nangyayari doon sa sugar and glucose and fructose. Now, the fructose, okay, mahirap siya i-synthesize ng liver. Yung glucose mabilis. Yung fructose, nahihirapan yung liver doon. Okay? So fructose meaning it's fruit sugar. It's fruit sugar. The formula is sugar from banana, apple, pineapple. Okay? Now, sabihin mo, ba't kinreate ni God ang prutas kung masama pala yan? Okay? Fructose is not bad per se. Okay. Ang masama is when you take fructose without the fiber, katulad ng Coke, okay? Katulad ng corn syrup, katulad ng, okay, eto masama yung nag-juicing ka, na tinatanggal mo yung fiber ng orange, ng pineapple, di ba? Yung meron ganun yung nagsasala. That is bad. Because fructose per se, create ang Diyos yan, which is natural food, para madigest ng katawan. Now, ang fructose hindi nga pwedeng biglain sa stomach. Kailangan niya may kasamang fiber. Kaya nga ang fruits, create ng Diyos with the fiber on it. With the fiber, kailangan ng fiber to feed the microbiome. The microbiome is another topic because it's fucking big. The microbiome is another brain. Okay? That's where we evolved. Okay? We are more parasites than human. Mas marami tayong bacteria and virus and fungus compared to human cells. Okay? Kumbaga, ang microbes natin, you can Google this. The microbes we have is around 10 billion. And then the human cells is only 3 billion. Mga ganun lang. I am not sure. But mas marami yung microbes. So the humans, we evolved from the bacteria. Like all living things. We doon tayo nagsimula, bacteria. So we are bacteria. We are just carrier of bacteria. Yung body natin, punong-puno ng bacteria yan. The good bacteria. May bad bacteria, may good. Pero marami yung good bacteria which is keeping us alive. Without these bacteria, we will be dead. We will not even think. Okay? The bacteria in the gut are the one signaling the brain what to do. Okay? Medyo hindi pa ito na-discover masyado, proven by science, but now they're finding how powerful the gut bacteria are. And the microbes there, not only the bacteria, the fungus, virus, lahat. Meron dyan, the microbes. Call it microbes, para di na kayo maguluhan. Pero mostly, they are bacteria. Now, meron ako medyo lapses meron ako sasabihin sa inyo na medyo hindi accurate. You can just correct me. But the essence of what I'm saying is more important. Okay? Now, let's stick to fructose. Create yan ng Diyos kasi ang fructose kailangan makonsume mo with fiber para hindi ma-overload si insulin yung tagahatid. Okay? And then hindi rin ma-overload si liver kasi nahihirapan siya sa fructose. Okay? Now, ano ang sources ng fructose which is bad for you? Of course, the fruits. Pero the fruits is not bad if you take it because it has fiber on it. Because when it goes to the stomach, the fructose, matagal siyang ma-digest. Kumbaga parang brown rice or black rice. Hindi siya immediate na-absorb sa bloodstream. At hindi na-electric or na-shock yung katawan mo. Okay? So, with fiber, ang ginagawa kasi sa dinadigest pa yung fiber bago ma-release yung mga fructose. Okay? Then, which is nalilevel niya sa synthesizing doon sa liver and the absorption of the gut. Okay? Masaya si gut because may fiber ang kinakain mo ng fruits. Mabuti pa kumain ka ng fructose than not eating any fiber at all. Not eating any fiber at all will kill you eventually. Either cancer, mostly cancer, because if you will not feed the gut will feed you on you. Kaya nangyayari yung cancer. Okay? Kinakain niya na yung laman nyo. Because gutom na sila gut bacteria. Wala na silang pagkain. Their only source of food is the fiber. So hindi po pwedeng maging cannibals ang human. They will not live. Although meat has a certain fiber on it, but they're not gonna live long. Okay? I don't know kung may experiment na simula baby, carnivore na siya, and then how long did he live without any prutas or vegetable? Wala naman nag-experiment pa nun. May nagsasabi, carnivore sila, they feel great. Yeah, you feel great. Up to what age? That's the point. Okay? So that's the point there. Wala namang experiment na yung carnivore nabuhay ng 90. Diba? How many years did you live without the fiber? Okay? So yun yung mga arguments sa scientific world. Okay, let's go back. So yun yung difference ng fructose na healthy. So may healthy fructose coming from the fruits. And that's it. Wala nang ibang healthy fructose. The rest of the fructose produced by the corporation, Nestle, name it, all the brands, yung kumakain ng Kellogg's, puro fructose yan. Puro high fructose corn syrup. Ngayon, iniiba nila yung pangalan. Kasi na-discoveryhan na. Pati yung mga honey. Honey, pinipeke yan. High fructose corn syrup yan. Oh gosh. And then, lahat ng pang-process ng food na pampatamis ng ganito, lahat ng nasa lata, lahat na nakapackage, may high fructose corn syrup yan or asin or sodium to preserve the food. Dalawa lang ang pang-preserve ng food. Asukal or asin. Inano ko na, sinisimplify ko Dalawa lang yan. And both are bad. So anything you buy on the shelves of the supermarket na nakabalot, nakabox, nakalata, nakaplastic, masama yan. It's processed. Do not buy anything processed. Processed by the factory, Hindi ko sinasabing processed like kimchi na pinabubulok mo because that is good. Okay? yung mga fermentation that is good for your gut. Okay? Ano ba tawag ko? Nawala sa utak ko. Yung binibili nyo, pero that's really mali yun. I mean, that's not true. Yung binibili nyo probiotics yun. Do not buy them. It's not true. The microbes there, they cannot live long na nakabalot sa capsule. No. You have to take the natural microbes, the correct probiotic, and do not take Yakult because it's full of sugar. Although may Yakult na ngayon na walang sugar, no? Yon. So doon, marami yan. So you can read all the labels. Anything artificial sweet, anything, okay, palagay mo na, wag na kayo manawal sa label kasi talagang lulukuhin kayo ng mga ng mga factories, mga ano. Minsan hindi iba yung pangalan. Maraming pangalan na yan. Hindi na high fructose corn syrup. Iniba nila para hindi sila mahuli. Anyway, if you taste something sweet, if you taste something inviting, even the potato chips, bakit nakaka-addict yan? Tangina. Nilagyan niya ng mga pampaano, ng mga flavorings para, alam niyo ba yung potato chips? Nilalagyan niya ng parang chemical na para sabihin sa brain mo na, huy, hindi pa ako busog. I forgot what it's called. That's why when you open a bag of potato chips, talaga uubusin mo. Because it has this chemical which makes you more hungry. And telling your brain, I want more. Okay? So, di ba, iba yung pag kumain ka na sa amin, busog ka agad. Correct? Pero pag-open ka ng potato chips, sigurado yung Pringles, ubos yun. Hindi pwedeng hindi mo pigilan yun. Because they have a chemical there that is so addicting na kailangan ubusin mo yung buong potato chips. Okay? So hindi na high fructose corn syrup ang masama dyan sa mga processed food. Marami sila pinaglalagay dyan to trick your brain for you to eat more. Hindi nyo lang alam. Okay, anyway, let's go back to the main topic. Sugar. So now, alam nyo na difference of glucose and fructose. Alam nyo na kung saan ginagamit yung parehas, and then alam nyo na kung ano yung natural fructose, ano yung hindi magagawa fructose. Now, what happens if you eat too much? Bakit nagiging pre-diabetic ka? Yan yung tinatawag natin ngayon na non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Saan ang gagaling yan? Okay. Ang nangyayari kasi niyan, nagkakaroon ng sugar or glucose overload or the fructose overload. Okay? Now, the liver can only take as much. Kumbaga sa filtration, kumbaga, di ba, may filtration ka ng tubig. Hindi pwede yung pressure mo, yung pressure ng ilog. Kung yung water filter mo, ganito lang kaliit, hindi pwedeng lalagyan mo ako ng parang pipe kaysa laki ng ilog. Or ng dam, hydro dam. Okay, kung ganyan kaliit lang yung filtering ko, dapat yung tubig, ganyan maliit lang para ma-filter niya. Okay? Ngayon, kung yung pinaparating mo, kaysa laki nito, okay, what happens to this? Ma-overload to, masisira. Okay? Like what's happening to the kidney as well. Napipressure yung mga vessels dito. Pumuputok because of sobrang overload. So what happens? Nagkakaroon yung liver, hindi niya na nahahatid yung glucose sa cells. Bakit? Kasi nga si pancreas, sinasabi niya, oy, dumating na yung dumating na, sobrang dami dumarating. Si pancreas, hindi na maka-keep up, kaya nga nagkakaroon ng pancreatic cancer, failure of the pancreas, because hindi niya na matake yung sobrang dami, hinapag-produce ng insulin. Ngayon, so si pancreas, na-overload, so gawa na siya ng gawa ng insulin. Kasi sinasabi ni liver, putangin na mo, tulungan mo ako. Gumawa ka ng insulin kasi ang dami nito. Okay? So si liver, kinakausap si pancreas para sabihin na, huy, ang dami asukal nito. Kailangan ihatid mo to sa mga cells. Okay? So si pancreas, gawa ng insulin. Kasi parang truck yan na i-deliver. So gawa siya ng maraming platito para ihatid si, si, si glucose sa cells. Okay? So ngayon, na-overload siya. Ngayon, si pancreas cannot keep up sa paggawa ng insulin. Okay? So ano nangyayari si liver, yung hindi niya maihatid, ina-absorb na lang niya. So yung ina-absorb niya ngayon, nagiging fats na i-store sa liver. Hindi niya na nahatid sa pancreas. So nagkakaroon siya ngayon dito ng fatty liver. And then, yung ibang fats na hindi kaya, si pancreas naman, sa dami, hindi niya na alam kung saan lalagay yun. Okay? Okay naman. Ito naman tayo sa kabilang part. Si pancreas, sobrang, okay, gagawa ko na maraming platito, insulin. Hatid ko yan. Ngayon, eto si cells, di hinatid niya na, no? Hinatid niya na dito. O, ito na yung pagkain mo. Eh si cells, ang dami yan ang nahatid na pagkain. Marami na siya sugar. So sabi nito ni cell, ni mitochondria sa cell, ayoko na. Sobra na ako. Okay? So gagawin nito ni cell, i-reject to. Huwag mo na ako hatidan niya, ang dami ko ng laman. Ang dami ko na asukal. So, lipat na naman siya kung saan siya makakapunta. Hanggang lahat ng cells punong-puno na ng glucose. Okay. So ngayon, gagawin naman nito ni insulin na may kasamang glucose is hahanap siya saan niya maihatid to. Okay? Putang ina, walang tumatanggap. Walang tumatanggap na cell. So ngayon, ang mangyayari ngayon yan is, lalagay ko na lang dito kay fats. Di ba may natural fats tayo talaga? Yung sa puwet, yung sa tiyan, dito. Lahat tayo. Meron niya cushion. Ginawa niya ng katawan para sa cushioning. Lalo sa puwet. Kasi nga, pag umuupo ka, parang malambot. May sarili kang cushion. Okay? Nature yan. Now, si fats, welcome sila. Welcome sila mag-store. Okay, so tatanggapin ni fats yun. Okay, sige. Remember hindi dumadami ang fat cells nyo. The fat cells remain constant. Kung 1 billion fat cells yan, 1 billion yan, hindi nag-multiply to 1,500 billion. No. The fat cells just enlarge. Hindi sila dumadami. Lumalaki lang ang fat cells. And they also shrink. So why do they grow big? Because they need si insulin, kailangan i-store niya doon. So that's the reason why you grow big. Okay. Now, continuous pa rin yung bombardment ng sugar, kakain mo, hotdog, processed food, kanin is glucose. Umiinom ka pa alcohol is fructose. Yan, alcohol is fructose. It is not glucose. So, doon nahihirapan si liver sa alcohol. Kaya nagkakaroon ng alcoholic fatty liver disease or nagkakaroon ng cirrhosis sa liver or HEPA A, HEPA B because of the nalalaso na yung liver. To cut it short, I'm doing it in layman's term. Nalalason si liver. Kaya nagkakabukol siya, cirrhosis, nagkakaroon siya ng fats, and hindi na siya makafunction. Hindi niya na ma-filter yung tamang dapat na filterin. Kaya habang tumatanda ka, you keep on bombarding your liver, then what happens is, sira na yung liver. Sira na yung process. So it keeps producing now uric acid. Okay? Another topic na lang yun. I cannot explain it. What's the connection of the uric acid? Okay, the uric acid is produced by the liver as well. Okay? So now, yun na yun. And then, kaya pag kumakain ka na, hindi na efficient yung nagkakaroon ka ng metabolic syndrome disease. Ibig sabihin yung metabolism mo may problema na. Di ba kunyari, ito yung metabolism mo. Oh, lilipad yan. Oh, tapos na. Pero pag may metabolic syndrome disease ka, oh, titigil. Natatrap siya dyan. Yun ang problema. Yun ang problema sa metabolic. Kaya ang bata, lalo teenager, with the help of the thymus gland and the growth hormones, hindi tumataba. Because number one, they're growing because of the growth hormones, plus the protection of the thymus gland, it's still active. Pag tumatanda ka na, mamatay na yan. So, another vlog na lang kung paano mo buhayin yung thymus gland. Kaya nagka-cancer ka because of the namamatay yung thymus gland mo. That's the one protecting you from cancer. Anyway, so yun. So, nadi-disrupt yung metabolism syndrome, yung metabolism process mo. Barado, to cut it short. So yung bata, kahit ano kainin yan, okay pa rin. Kasi hindi pa barado yung liver niya. And then yung liver niya, kailangan niya mag-synthesize because nga ang daming gagawin. Ang daming, I need to build up. The cell repair in the young, the cell changes in sa mga bata, every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, nagbabago yung cells ng katawan ng bata. Kaya maraming shedding yan. Naglilibag ang bata. Bakit? Kasi yung cells niya nagbabago. Every 2 weeks yan. Pag matanda ka na, yung cells mo nagbabago na every 2 to 3 months na lang. Hindi na 2 weeks. So, less energy is needed when you're growing old. You don't need to eat as much as when you were a kid. Nangyayari kasi ngayon sa atin, pag matanda ka, doon ka nagkakapera, doon ka kain ng kain. Tapos wala ka nang ginagawa dahil gusto mong pahinga parate. Because the body is trying to kill you. Ibang topic na naman yan. At what age does the body start killing you? Nakaprogram yan sa genes natin. Mamamatay at mamamatay ka, papatayin ka because there's a signal, hoy, kailangan mamatay ka like the rest of nature. Kung yung aso, 14 years, 12 years, 14 to 20 years the most, because may metabolic cycle yan. Okay? May process yan na eto hihina na, eto mawawala na, parang puno, parang halaman. Pag eto okay, mamamatay na yan after, pag nagbunga yan, patay na yan. May mga ganon. That is part of the cycle of nature. Okay? May mamamatay. Talagang papatayin ka. Okay? So, that's another topic, no? Anyway, so what happens is, yun nga, no? So, nagiging fast. Ayaw pa rin tumigil. Inom ka pa rin ng Coke. Sweet ham, tocino, lahat, inom, beer. Okay. What happens now, di ba sabi ko sa iyo, nire-reject ka na ng cells. Okay? So ngayon, yung insulin mo, sobra-sobra yung ginagawa. Actually, hindi kayo kulang sa insulin. Meron na kayong tinatawag na insulin resistance. Meaning, yung insulin nyo hindi na tumatalab kay cell. Hindi niya na kinakaya hatida ng pagkain. Nire-reject na siya nito. Kasi nga, overload ka na. So, yun yung tinatawag natin insulin resistance, which is, ngayon, ayaw testingin ng mga doktor. Tinitest lang nila fasting glucose. Yung HbA1c, bababla, H1A1C-B, bababla, bababla, tatlo yun. No? So, hindi nila tinitesting yung fasting insulin. I-request nyo yan, yung magpapablood test kayo. Importante yan because dyan ang gagaling lahat ng sakit. Heart attack, hypertension, stroke, cancer, cholesterol, kidney problem, pancreatic problem. Dyan galing lahat. Yun lang ang pinanggagalingan ng lahat ng sakit. Insulin resistance. Okay? Which is, hindi nire-recommend ng mga doktor ngayon sa laboratory. Bakit? Because they were given instructions by this big corporation, huwag niyo ipapaano yon. Kasi malalaman ng mga tao na masama pala yung mga pagkain. Hindi pag masama yung mga pagkain na pinagbibili ng supermarket, sino malulugi? Korporasyon. They will not allow it. This big corporation, these big pharmaceuticals are the one killing you. Kasi ayaw nila malugi sila. Okay lang magka-cancer ka kasi may negosyo kong chemotherapy. Magkano kinikita ko niyan? Bilyon-bilyon. Di ba? Yung chemo, binibili yan eh. Oh, ba't ko titigil ang cancer? Eh, doon ako nabubuhay. Correct? So, yon. So, at least alam niyo na yung connection between the corporation, the sugar, the glucose, the insulin resistance, okay? So, yon. You have to test yourself. Ako, I'm still above. My insulin resistance, pinatest ko lately, nasa normal level ako, pero hindi normal yon. Nasa 33 ako. Ang normal daw is 35. Below. I'm not sure yet, ha? Don't quote me. Pero I'm below the average. Below the median. But, it should be 25. My insulin resistance should be 25. So, ibig sabihin, marami pa rin ako kinakain. And saan gagaling yon? Mostly alcohol. Tanggap ko na yon. The alcohol is the one killing me. Okay? And I need to stop it. I need to stop. Although nako-control ko na, I'm hypnotizing myself for the past, 2 to 3 years, na talagang tinitigil ko na yung alcohol. And humahanga ako doon sa mga bodybuilder na when I ask them to drink and they will not drink because sabi lang, I don't drink. Bilib ako doon sa mga tao niya na, wow, how can you do that? How can you miss alcohol? Pero you know what, slowly now, napapansin ko, yeah, I don't want to be crazy like them. I'm crazy enough. Kahit hindi ako lasing. Baliw na ako. Kahit wala alcohol. Okay? I can go wild. I can go dance. Even without alcohol. Okay? So that is what you should experience. Being talkative. Minsan iba't nahihiya. Kailangan uminom pa ng alak para learn how to do it. Learn how to defeat yourself. Learn, yeah, do it. Kaya niyan. Makakaya ko. I'm still doing it. I'm still in the process. Okay, with this vacation, ilang beses akong in Thailand, I drank for like 4 nights na may kasama ako. Then, nung wala na akong kasama, when I was in Cebu, I met with my classmate. Then, napa 2 glasses of wine ako. Then, hindi na ako third glass or what. So, napigilan ko yun. Then, New Year's Eve, I got 2 bottles of Red Horse. Then, shot of tequila. So, yun. Okay na ako doon. Then, kagabi, I went to this joint. Yung 2 brothers, 2 monkeys all together. I got myself there 2 bottles of Red Horse. And that's it. So, kailangan wala na rin. Wala na ako dapat ininom. Kahit sabi mo, okay, 5 days wala ako iniinom. Then I got to myself 2 bottles. Then 4 days again, wala akong iniinom. Then I got myself 2 bottles. For me, I need to stop it. I need to stop it. if I want to preserve my liver, my kidney, my wrinkles, my saging, may barado sa ulo, kaya ka nakakalbo, okay? And mawala yung mga muscles mo, then I need to stop drinking. Because the liver cannot synthesize, it can synthesize, but it's harder for the liver. You're giving the liver extra work. If you're taking fructose and alcohol, yung dalawang yun. The problem is sugar is also composed of fructose. Okay? So when taking fruits, it's okay to take fruits with fiber in a raw form. Wag ka lang magpo-fruit juicing. Di ba yung orange juice? Di ba? Fresh orange juice. Okay. Di ba, orange juice? Sabi mo, that's normal kasi it's given by God. Tapos, in-squeeze ko. Normal ba yon? Noong panahon ng caveman, do you think meron sila squeezer? Meron sila blender? Noong panahon ng caveman? Parating yung isipin, ano yung kinakain ng caveman? That is the rawest form of food. Kung ano yung ginagawa ng caveman, yun ang gawin nyo if you want to live up to 100 years. Walang juicer nun. Kinakain nila yung orange as is, binabalatan nila yon. Yung apple, pinipita sila, kinakain nila yon. Okay? But you have to consider as well, these fruits now that we buy are not, what do you call this? Are not, what do you call it? They are not the original form. Ito original form to. Itong saging. Diba? Kasi maliit Actually, yung original saging ganito. Yung mga malalaki ngayon ginawa, ano na yun? Genetically altered. GMO na yun. Modified. Genetically modified organism. Okay? So, hindi na normal yon. Pinalaki na nila, mas marami ng asukal yan, mas marami ng juice. So, it's not really good for you. The best is to eat organic fruits. Now, you don't have a source of organic fruits, okay lang. But don't eat too much as long as you have a fiber supply. Kung may fiber ka naman na kangkong, alokbate, malunggay, spinach, that's okay. Not to eat fruits. Pero pag wala, kasi alam mo naman, hindi ka naman pwede bumili ng sprouts, especially here, I'm here in Boracay. Saan ako bibili ng broccoli sprouts or alfalfa sprouts? Wala. So I need to satisfy my gut through these fruits. Kasi hindi ako pwede magluto. Although may vegetable do sa salad, sa breakfast. So I'm eating it. Pinagtitigan ako ng isang puti or Filipino, I think. Because they saw me eating the carrots like a rabbit. Ginaganon ko. Yeah, they saw me. So they were like wondering, what is he doing? You know? Because I'm feeding my gut microbiome. Okay? You need to feed the microbiome. Another topic na lang ako. So this will be my first part. It's about sugar, insulin resistance, and the processed food. So I have to do this. Makinig kayo o hindi, mag-disagree kayo or you can Google and fight me. You can do it in my comment. Like, nabasa ko, copy-paste ka, ito, pag ganito to, sabi niya ganito. Then we can talk about it. Hindi naman lahat alam ko 100%. Okay? Maaring may mali ako, maaring meron ako hindi pa alam. Okay? So, you can disagree with me, you can debate with me. I will be happy. I'll be happy to discuss scientific evidences and scientific studies that pertains to this sugar, fructose, liver, insulin in that subject matter. So I think that's it. Yun lang. Masyado mahaba.